What's up, everybody? So I'm back. Today I want to talk about emotional detachment and my inability to verbally express to people, my ex, my son, family members, that I love them, that I care about them, that I'm concerned, that I'm appreciative, that I'm grateful for them. I can do a million and one things to show you, but very rarely will I tell you. It's not something that I'm proud of. It's something that has plagued my relationship for as long as I can remember, even my relationship with my son for as long as I can remember. It's not often that I will speak those words, that positive reinforcement that we as humans like to hear. My mom was not a positive reinforcement type of mom. She wasn't the cookie cutter mom that you see on TV with the good job, I love you, I'm so proud of you, you're great, you're amazing, things like that. Hardly ever, unless it was a graduation or, you know, a new job or just, a special occasion, not just a random, hey, how you doing? I love you. Did you know that? And that's something that I don't do. It wasn't it wasn't something that I made a part of my routine, if you will, in my relationship with my son, even my ex, even certain family members. We get on the phone, we chop it up, we chit chat. All right, talk to you later. I live in one state. My mom, my brother, and my sister live in another. My stepmother lives in another. Um, Close friends, they all live in other states. After we speak, it's okay, I'll talk to you later. Not the I love you, I miss you. It's very rare that I will part my lips to say something like that. And I now know, I've always known, but now just getting reacquainted with myself, I know that there are things that I need to work on for me to be a better person, for me to learn how to express myself positively as opposed to only negatively, and work on that in my relationship with my son moving forward, just trying to rebuild and reconnect with him. Doesn't really have anything to do with wholeheartedly and specifically in terms of being in a relationship, because other people in my life that express their love, care, and concern for me need to hear that from me as well. And I'm not I'm not I'm not proud. I'm not happy that, it's taken me all this time, years and years and years of hearing it throughout my relationship with my ex, and just in, tough times with my son, that I don't say I don't say positive things to them all the time. They'll get the best of my emotion when I'm angry or when I'm upset with something. So it's something that I know that I absolutely need to work on. Um, I remember one time I was a young girl, probably about 10 or 11 years old. I'm not quite sure if my brother was born yet, so maybe I was 9 or 8. I'm not 100% sure. I told my grandmother that I didn't think my mother loved me because she never said it. It was something that was not a thing in my household. It was not. Very rarely did my mom hug me. Very rarely did my mom kiss me. And I'm not an overly affectionate person, I believe, because of that. Um, we are products of our environment. And that's not to say that I couldn't have and can't learn to be another way, a positive way, because my son he's a loving, caring, overly affectionate person. He likes to hug me, he likes to kiss, he likes to tell me, "Mommy, I love you. Do you love me? I'm your favorite son," even though he's my only son. Just little things like that. And I find myself just being very standoffish, and that's not the way to be. He's my only child. I love him to death with all my heart. I'll die for him. I will do anything for him. But if there were a choice between me showing him I love you, I care about you, I would die for you, you my one and only, it's me and you against the world, anything you could think of to say, express that, about your only kid, I would be, I would excel in showing and fail in telling. And that's not good. I guess because that's not a way I was brought up. It wasn't something that I learned at all. Yeah, I love my mom. I love my mom to death. I love my brother to death. I love my sister to death. But growing up, that was not something that we said to each other at all. You see these kids, you know, laying all over their moms and being all super affectionate and cuddling. And not me. Very rarely do I like people touching me, let alone to lay all over. It's something that I did do in my relationship. And every now and then, even my son at 22, we'll lay in the bed together, watch TV, watch a movie, or whatever. But it's not like, you know, nothing that just, it's not something that comes natural to me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm not sure if you can tell how uncomfortable I am talking about this, because it's just not something that I talk about. It's not something that I do. It's not something that I am accustomed to at all. And in being in the relationship with my ex was a very emotionally needy and attached person for whatever reason. I don't know if that's the way they were brought up. I'm assuming so, just by being around the family and everything like that. But it's something that was so foreign to me. I had a hard time remaining consistent. I would, you know, try. Everything would go good for a little while, a couple weeks, couple months. Backslide. It would be brought up in conversation year after year. What can we do to make things better? How can we make things work better? And things like that. And that was one of the things that was always, without fail, brought up. You need to learn how to be more affectionate. Why am I always the one hugging on you or kissing on you, or just telling you I love you and things like that? It would have to be a birthday, a Christmas, an anniversary. Occasionally I sprinkle in I love you in a text message, or have a good day at work, I love you, or how was your day at work, give me a kiss, I love you, or good night, I love you. But it wasn't something that was consistent enough for me to make a positive change and it become a habit for me in order to please my ex. Never. I'm not sure why it's so difficult for me. Even as a kid, growing up and visiting with my father on the weekends, or Christmas break or spring break or for the summer, it was okay, see you later daddy, see you next weekend, see you next time, whatever. Very rarely was there an I love you. Even spending weekends with my grandparents, my great grandparents, very rarely was there and I love you at the end of the visit, at the end of the conversation. It's not something that I was brought up around. It's not something that I was told a lot. It's not something that I said a lot. So, getting back into therapy, that's going to be a really, really big topic of discussion because I need to know why. I want to know why. And I'm not sure if the therapist will be able to tell me versus helping me understand why. Maybe I answered some of my own questions because I wasn't brought up that way. But that wasn't sufficient enough in my argument to my ex of why can't you be? How come you're not? It's not something that I'm accustomed to. It's not something that I'm used to. I took a poll amongst between my brother and my sister, and my brother had the same answer that I did. Being the way that we were brought up, it wasn't something that was said to us often. Hugging and kissing and, positive reinforcements and things like that weren't a part of the household. Do you find yourself doing those same negative things in your relationships? And his answer was the same as mine. My sister's was opposite. Hers was, yeah, mommy didn't do this, that, or the third, or say these things, but in my relationships, I do. I'm not sure how my sister is day and my brother and I are night because we all grew up in the same house with the same mom, but I want to learn to be like my sister. I feel like, the people in my life that love and care about me need to hear that I love and care about them. They need to hear it. I can show them 10 times over. But sometimes, more often than not, us as human beings, we need to hear certain things. I'm going to try to get a little better, work on my relationship with my son, and just learn how to express positive emotion, not only anger, not only hurt, not only sadness, but telling, I love you, I'm grateful for you, I appreciate you. Whatever it is, whatever's befitting for who I'm talking to in the moment, I need to be able to verbally express that. And it's going to take some time. I know change doesn't happen overnight. I'm 41 years old. It's going to take a very long time. But hopefully, with therapy, I will be able to tackle it head on and be more consistent than what I have been in the past. So, yeah, just emotionally detached. One of my flaws that I'm going to work on. And hopefully, things will get better. I'm aiming for things to get better, not hopefully. Things will get better. It's going to take some time, but things will definitely get better. So, yeah, that's really about it. I just been really thinking about that over the last couple of days since conversing with a coworker, and that is one of the traits of my sign, Aquarius, is that we are detached. I'm not sure if you can flip that into a good thing, but for me, it's a bad thing, and it's something that absolutely needs work. So, yeah, I'll holla at y'all. Hopefully, I can get my life together and get back to y'all later on in the week with another video. I got some other things I've been thinking about and processing that I want to talk about. So, I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy your Tuesday night.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, y'all. Honestly, Aisha. Tell a friend to tell a friend.